When a lion steps into the arena, it doesn't negotiate with vultures circling above. The roar alone is enough to scatter them. Today, it's your roar that will silence those who doubted you. Let's make something crystal clear. They didn't expect you to rise. They counted on your silence, your hesitation, and your self-doubt. They watched you struggle and whispered their doubts, hoping you'd never outgrow the limits they tried to trap you in. But here's the hard truth for them. They miscalculated. Spirit is releasing the funds, breaking the barriers, and calling you forward, not as the person you were, but as the warrior you were destined to become. They are not passive. They've been working overtime, planting seeds of fear, distraction, and delay. Every time they doubted you, every time they dismissed you, they sharpened the fire in your soul. They thought you'd crumble under the weight of their disbelief, but Spirit had other plans. This isn't just a random moment. This is destiny roaring louder than their whispers. Victory doesn't whisper, it thunders. Right now, they're watching. They feel the tremors of what's coming, and it scares them. Why? Because they can't stop what Spirit has already set in motion. Funds are being released, opportunities are unfolding, and Spirit is positioning you in places they never thought you'd reach. They've tried to block you with delays, detours, and doubt, but all they've done is strengthen your resolve. And thank you. Yes, you, the chosen one. Whether you've just found your way here or have been standing strong with us from the beginning, your presence and super gifts are the fire igniting this movement. Spirit sees you. Spirit chose you. You've been forged in isolation for a purpose greater than they could ever understand. And now the funds are being released, the doors are opening, and it's time to pack your bags. If you're ready to rise above the noise, step boldly into your calling and claim the blessings that have your name on them. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below with the number 77 to declare you're ready for Spirit to move you into your next level. Let's step into this together. Buckle up. It's time to move. Now, picture this. You've been walking through fire, not to be consumed, but to be refined. They thought the heat would break you, but it only made you shine brighter. Now, the tables are turning, and they're not just turning, they're flipping. Spirit isn't just opening doors for you, it's tearing down walls, rewriting rules, and creating pathways that no one can block. And here's the truth. This isn't just about you. Your rise will ripple far beyond what they can see. When you move forward, everyone connected to you, your family, your future, your legacy, moves with you. That's why they fought so hard to keep you down. But they couldn't stop the calling on your life. They couldn't stop what Spirit ordained before you even knew your own power. They doubted you, but Spirit didn't. That's the only vote that matters. So now it's time to pack your bags, not just physically, but spiritually. Leave behind every word, every doubt, and every story they tried to use to limit you. They fought to keep you stuck, but Spirit has already declared your freedom. What's coming next is bigger than their disbelief, louder than their silence, and stronger than their attempts to hold you back. Drop 77 in the comments as your declaration. Let it ring loud and clear. It's your signal to the universe that you're stepping into what's yours. Then comment, ready for what's next, to show that you're not just watching the door open, you're walking straight through it. They didn't see this coming, but Spirit did, and now so do you. This is your moment. Move boldly. Make them regret ever doubting you. And now, let's break this down step by step. Trust me, if you're truly one of the chosen ones, you'll feel it deep in your spirit. that undeniable pull to stick with this until the very end. This isn't just information, it's a key, and the last piece you need might be waiting right at the finish line. Don't miss it. Number 1. The winds of change are blowing. The fiercest warriors aren't forged in peace. They're honed by fire, sharpened by betrayal, and fueled by the doubt of others. Their strength isn't questioned, it's feared. Life may seem like an endless loop. Same job, same struggles, same faces smiling while secretly hoping you stay small. But then something shifts. A whisper, a nudge. Spirit starts moving, and suddenly you feel the crackle of something bigger, something unstoppable. That feeling? It's not a coincidence. It's a battle cry, a signal that the chains holding you back are breaking, and they can't do a thing to stop it. They, those who doubted you, dismissed you, and watched with smug satisfaction as you stumbled, thought you'd never rise. They whispered behind your back, scoffing at your dreams, betting on your failure. But Spirit doesn't play by their rules. It doesn't bend to their doubt. Right now, the gates are swinging open and the winds of change are blowing so fiercely they can't even stand in your shadow. You feel it, don't you? That stirring in your soul. Spirit is releasing funds, financial, emotional, spiritual. This isn't just about money. This is about power, freedom, a breaking of every chain they ever wrapped around you. The universe is repositioning you, and it's happening whether they like it or not. Picture this. They've spent years underestimating you, mocking your struggles. But Spirit has been watching, waiting, and now the very blessings they hoped you'd never touch are coming straight to you. They're about to witness the very thing they feared most. You rising higher than their tallest expectations, leaving them scrambling for explanations while you soar. They buried you, thinking it was your grave. They didn't realize you were a seed. The signs are everywhere. That recurring number, that gut feeling, that sudden clarity, it's all Spirit's way of saying, move now. Spirit isn't nudging you to step forward timidly. It's demanding that you claim your place boldly. The funds being released aren't a coincidence. The opportunities opening up aren't luck. This is divine timing, and it's moving faster than they can keep up. But let's talk about fear, because they'll use it as their last weapon. They'll say, what if you fail? What if you're wrong? Let me tell you something. Fear isn't the enemy. It's the proof that you're about to do something extraordinary. Fear doesn't come for the weak. It comes for the chosen, the bold, the one Spirit has marked for greatness. Think about it. Have they ever cheered for you? Or have they only ever watched, waiting for you to trip so they could feel better about their own mediocrity? But here's the thing. While they've been watching, Spirit has been working. Their doubt didn't hold you back. It sharpened you. Every betrayal, every failure, every time they tried to bury you was just fertilizer for your growth. And now Spirit is telling you to pack your bags. Not just literally, but spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Leave their doubts behind. Shed their judgment like dead weight. They wanted you to stay small, but you're about to take up space in ways they never imagined. Spirit doesn't just open doors, it blasts them off their hinges. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a whole new book. The funds being released are more than money. They're the energy, the resources, and the momentum to rewrite your story. And here's the part that stings for them. They'll have no choice but to watch. They'll see you rise, watch you take flight, and realize too late that they never had the power to stop you. So here's your choice. Do you stand still, letting their whispers keep you frozen, or do you step into the storm and ride the winds that Spirit has unleashed? You've been waiting for permission, but Spirit already gave it to you. The gates are open, the blessings are flowing, and the only thing left for you to do is move. Your rise will be their reckoning. Don't hesitate. Show them what Spirit can do. Number 2, they never saw it coming. The universe is writing you a check they can't cash. Abundance doesn't knock politely, it kicks down doors, and when it's your time, no one can block what Spirit is delivering. Let's address the elephant in the room. They didn't think you'd make it this far. They doubted your ability to rise above the noise, and they never imagined the universe would back you with the force it's about to unleash. But Spirit doesn't operate on their doubts or their judgments. It moves with precision, and right now, it's cutting through every barrier, delivering what's already been signed, sealed, and stamped with your name on it. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to stumble into opportunities, financial windfalls, or life-changing breakthroughs, while others stand on the sidelines? It's not luck, and it's not chance. It's alignment. It's a spiritual bank account they didn't know you were building. Every time you persevered through pain, refused to retaliate against their negativity, or planted seeds of gratitude despite your circumstances, you were making deposits. And now, Spirit is writing you a cosmic check with your name in bold, undeniable ink. They'll call it luck. They'll whisper that you just got lucky because they can't understand the divine mechanics at play. But you know better. This isn't random. This is the result of energy building in the background, unseen but unstoppable. Every act of integrity, every moment of faith, every time you rose above their noise, it all added up. And now, that wealth, that abundance, is being transferred into your reality. The universe pays attention to what you endure in silence. It rewards the battles fought when no one else is watching. What does this cosmic check look like? For some, it's financial freedom, an unexpected windfall, new clients, partnerships, or even a promotion they thought you'd never get. For others, it's emotional breakthroughs, divine connections, or doors opening that were bolted shut for years. Don't limit your expectations to money alone. Abundance takes many forms. Spirit is clever like that. It doesn't just drop cash into your lap. It changes your trajectory, placing you where even your enemies can't deny your glow up. And why now? Because you've been doing the work. You've shed the old fears they tried to keep you trapped in. You've built habits they thought you'd never master. You've stepped into your worth in a way that makes them uncomfortable. That inner work wasn't for nothing. Spirit saw it all. Every tear, every effort, every quiet moment of faith. It was laying the foundation for this moment. But here's the part they'll never understand. Spirit doesn't just reward, it showcases. Your breakthrough isn't just about you, it's about showing the world, and them, what happens when faith meets alignment. It's a living testament to the unstoppable power of divine timing. When Spirit moves on your behalf, even your doubters will have to sit and watch the blessing unfold. Still, Spirit requires something from you, your belief. You can't claim a check you don't think belongs to you. Visualize it. Picture a check written in your name for an amount that feels massive, yet believable. Not just money, but opportunities, freedom, and the resources to move in ways you never could before. Write it down, date it, sign it as the universe, then put it somewhere you'll see it every day. Declare it as yours, not with doubt, but with unwavering conviction. And when you do this, remember, Spirit doesn't deliver to the timid. It doesn't deposit blessings into hands that are too afraid to hold them. Show up boldly. Claim what's already being released. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. Your abundance is the loudest reply. This check, it's not just a reward, it's a reckoning. It's proof that spirit moves in ways they'll never comprehend. They thought they could block your blessings, but what's meant for you doesn't ask for their permission. It arrives anyway, louder, brighter, and more undeniable than they could ever imagine. When the universe cuts you a check, it's not for what you asked for, it's for what you're destined to receive. And it's always more than they think you deserve. Now, all that's left is for you to open your hands and take it. The funds are here, the gates are open, and spirit is moving. The only question left is, are you ready to claim it? Because whether they like it or not, it's already yours. Number 3, the ground is shaking, spirit is moving, and they can't stop it. When spirit moves, it doesn't send an invitation, it sends a storm. You're either ready to rise or swept away. By now, you've probably started to feel it, the restlessness, the strange pull towards something bigger, louder, and more expansive than the life you've known. You feel the urge to clear out the clutter, like you're making room for something extraordinary. You find yourself scrolling through travel videos, eyeing new job postings, or staring at the horizon as if it holds answers. That's not coincidence. That's spirit, shaking the ground beneath your feet, shifting your path, and making it clear. It's time to move. But they don't want you to see it. They're watching, waiting, hoping you'll stay stuck, boxed into the life you've outgrown. Their whispers try to tether you to the old, the familiar, the small. Why change now? They murmur. Why risk it? But spirit doesn't negotiate with comfort zones, and it certainly doesn't wait for permission. When spirit moves, the signs come like waves, and only the chosen can recognize the call. Have you noticed the dreams yet? The ones where you're packing suitcases, stepping onto planes, or walking into places that feel both strange and deeply familiar. Those aren't just dreams, they're blueprints. Spirit speaks through your subconscious, painting visions of the places you're meant to go, the lives you're meant to touch, and the blessings that are already written in your name. Write them down, study the patterns. These dreams are more than fleeting images. They're messages from the divine. Spirit isn't whispering anymore. It's roaring, declaring your time to rise, move, and claim the future that others said wasn't for you. They'll try to call your dreams foolish, but spirit doesn't place promises in empty vessels. Then there's the restlessness. That once comfortable job now feels like a cage. Your city feels too small, your routines too suffocating, and they'll try to twist that feeling, won't they? Be grateful, they'll say. Why reach for more when you already have enough? But gratitude doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. Spirit didn't create you to survive. It created you to thrive. That unease isn't dissatisfaction. It's your soul outgrowing its container. And it's not just about jobs or places. It's about the weight of old relationships, outdated mindsets, and habits that no longer serve you. Spirit is calling you to shed those chains, to walk lighter and freer into what's next. But letting go isn't easy, is it? They'll fight to keep you tied to the past, using guilt, fear, and familiarity as their weapons. But here's the truth they don't want you to see. You're already outgrowing them, and they know it. Spirit is moving you, and they feel the shift just as much as you do. It terrifies them, because your rise is a reminder of their stagnation. But their fear isn't your responsibility. You've been chosen, and when spirit moves, it doesn't ask for approval. It demands action. The signs aren't whispers, they're earthquakes. Ignore them, and you're the one who gets left behind. So pay attention to the nudges, the synchronicities, the dreams that won't let you go. That restlessness isn't random. It's a call to step into your power. Spirit doesn't create room for you to shrink. It creates opportunities for you to expand, to soar, to claim the spaces they thought you'd never enter. They'll watch, they'll question. Some will even try to hold you back, disguising their fear as concern. But Spirit doesn't wait for the approval of those too blind to see the bigger picture. When the ground starts shaking, when the signs grow louder, when the whispers become roars, you'll know it's time. Let them doubt. Let them talk. Let them stay where they are. You've been called to something greater, and Spirit doesn't lose battles. Their chains can't hold what's meant to fly. Let the signs guide you. Spirit is moving, and they can't do a thing about it. Number 4, they'll choke on your purpose, the one piece they can't take away. The most dangerous weapon you wield is purpose, because once you know your why, nothing they do can stop your how. They've underestimated you all along, banking on one thing, that you didn't know your purpose. They thought they could keep you spinning in circles, chasing distractions and doubting your worth. But here's the truth they didn't count on. You're about to grab hold of the one thing they can never steal, your why. Without clarity on your purpose, blessings slip away like sand through your fingers. Spirit can open the gates, release the funds, and break the chains. But if you don't know where you're going, you'll let it all fall into the hands of the unworthy. That's why they want you lost and unsure, because someone with a clear mission is unstoppable. When your purpose is rooted in something unshakable, their schemes crumble like dust. So ask yourself right now, why do you want this new beginning? Are you running from the past, or are you running towards something greater? If your intentions are reactionary, they'll use that against you. They'll call you impulsive, reckless, unworthy of what Spirit is about to give you. But when your purpose ties into service, love, or creation, when it becomes a force bigger than yourself, nothing can stand in your way. Not them, not fear, not even failure. They can fight your plans, but they can't touch your calling. Imagine this. A warrior doesn't march into battle without knowing what they're fighting for. A lighthouse doesn't shine without knowing what it's guiding ships away from. The same goes for you. Without a clear purpose, the storms of life will toss you around. But when you're anchored in your why, you'll move through any challenge with your head held high, and their attempts to derail you will look laughable. Purpose isn't just about what you want. It's about who you're becoming. Do you want to create a legacy that uplifts others? Do you want to relocate to a space where your talents will thrive? Do you want to build something so meaningful it echoes long after you're gone? When your why ties into love, self-expression, or service, it becomes a force of nature. Here's what they hate most. Clarity sharpens your focus. When you're aligned with your purpose, you stop wasting time on distractions, and they lose their grip on you. Their biggest fear isn't your success, it's your focus. When you start moving with intention, you'll dismantle everything they've built against you piece by piece. You don't just find your purpose, you become it. Take the time to get crystal clear. Journal about your motivations, dig deep, and ask yourself hard questions. What lights your soul on fire? What legacy do you want to leave? Your why isn't just a concept, it's your fuel. It's the fire that will burn away every obstacle they throw in your path. Here's what they'll never admit. They're terrified of someone who knows exactly what they want and why they want it. Because that kind of clarity creates a ripple effect. It sets off chain reactions. It builds momentum that nothing can stop. When Spirit gives you this next blessing, don't squander it. Don't let it slip through your fingers because you weren't ready to claim it. Align your actions with your why. Anchor yourself in something real, something bigger than yourself. Make your purpose so solid, so immovable, that their attempts to shake you only reveal their own instability. This is the peace they don't want you to find. This is the key that unlocks not just doors, but kingdoms. They thought your silence was defeat, but it was preparation. Now, your clarity will be their undoing. When you move with purpose, they can't move against you. Let your why make them wish they never doubted you. Number 5. They thought you'd stall. Now watch them scatter as you prepare to launch. A rocket doesn't argue with gravity, it shatters it. Let's get one thing straight. They're counting on you to falter here. This is the moment they think you'll freeze, overwhelmed by the weight of what's ahead. They assume you're not disciplined enough, not bold enough, and definitely not prepared enough to rise. But that's where they're dead wrong. Spirit is calling you to lift off, and this time you're not just breaking free. You're leaving them choking on the dust of your ascent. Preparation is the battlefield where winners are made, and Spirit has handed you every tool you need to gear up. It starts with taking inventory. Look around. Your skills, your network, your resources, they're your arsenal. Sharpen them, hone them, declutter your environment, clear your mental space, and get your schedule in line. Spirit doesn't bless chaos. And you're not about to let disorder become their excuse to see you fail. But this isn't just about the physical. Emotional preparation is the armor they don't see coming. The fears they've planted in you, uproot them. The emotional baggage they've tried to chain you with, drop it. Spirit didn't design you to carry dead weight. It designed you to soar. You're not taking their doubts or your old wounds into the next chapter. Instead, you're stepping into this with a clear mind and a heart ready to receive. A prepared warrior doesn't hope for victory, they demand it. Stay flexible. Spirit may redirect you, not because you're wrong, but because something better is waiting. They'll want you to cling to old plans, to panic when the path shifts. But Spirit doesn't operate on their timelines or rules. The blessings coming your way might not look like what you expected, but trust me, they'll be exactly what you need. Here's the thing they'll never understand. While they're stuck in their cycles, you're preparing for liftoff, and once you take flight, there's no coming back down. So get ready, because when Spirit moves, it doesn't just shift the atmosphere, it changes the game entirely. They thought you'd stall, they thought you'd break, but now they're about to watch you soar. Get ready, it's liftoff time. Number 6. When they pray for your fall, you soar higher, mid-air. Challenges are fuel, not chains. The storm wasn't sent to ground you, it was sent to test your wings. Make no mistake, they're watching, waiting for the turbulence to hit, hoping you'll spiral out of control. They've seen you take flight, and now they're clinging to the hope that mid-air challenges will be your undoing. But what they don't understand is this. What they call obstacles, Spirit calls elevation. Every time a challenge rises in your path, it's not a sign to stop. It's a test to prove you've got what it takes to go higher. Think of a plane cutting through rough winds. The same air currents that seem to resist it are the very forces helping it ascend. That's you. The doubt, the setbacks, the sudden hurdles, they're not meant to break you. They're meant to sharpen your resolve and build your momentum. Expect this. At first, the path will feel easy. The winds will be at your back, and everything will seem aligned. But then, the honeymoon phase ends. The resistance shows up, and that's where they think you'll falter. They'll whisper that you made a mistake, that you weren't ready, that you were never meant to rise in the first place. But here's the truth. Obstacles aren't stop signs. They're the weight training your wings need to grow stronger. This is the moment you double down. Revisit your purpose, your why. It's your compass when the clouds close in. Anchor yourself in your routines. They might try to throw distractions your way, but your discipline is your shield. Keep moving, keep adapting. Challenges aren't proof you're failing, they're proof you're on the right track. Surround yourself with people who get it, those who see the vision, who believe in you, even when the winds get rough. And if you don't have them, be your own support system, because Spirit didn't choose them for this journey. It chose you. They'll never understand how you keep going, but they don't need to. When turbulence hits, the weak retreat. The chosen ones tighten their grip and push harder. This phase isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. Spirit didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. Every challenge is a stepping stone, a chance to grow stronger and fly higher. Let them watch, let them hope, but let them witness your resilience as you navigate every obstacle with grace, grit, and an unshakable spirit. They prayed for your fall, but Spirit is writing your rise. Keep soaring.